Welcome back to Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem. This episode might be a little shorter than usual. I'm a little short on time and don't have all that long to go. But yeah, I still want to record one more episode, so let's just talk to the judge and get going.
As you know, I want to investigate the crime scene. Could you give me the code for the keypad?
That information isn't usually available to the public. I'm afraid I can't just take your word for it. I'll have it taken care of.
What?
As you know, I want to...
That information isn't usually available to the public. I'm afraid I can't just...
Well, fine. We can just get the code ourselves, probably. Not? Nope, not. Okay. Let's call Carson now.
Hey, you reached Carson Drew's home number. For business inquiries, please call my office and I'll get back to you. Anyone else is welcome to leave a message after the beep.
Alright, fine.
Well,
You left your door open.
Yeah.
actually, that was Damian Faulkner. He's my intern.
You have an intern. I haven't seen him.
He's around. Someone has to make the coffee here. I'm swamped most days, and I could barely trust Judge Danforth with a flashlight.
Oh, I mean, he's not that inept.
He is.
You're right. That was mean. Anyway, what can I help you with?
This one.
I'm sure you've heard about the burglary in the court's evidence room.
Yes, unbelievable. You know, I've started asking myself, what is happening to this town? It used to be such a safe place.
It did.
And now we have arson and break-ins. I'm worried there's a pattern of escalation here. I mean, is this the kind of place I want to raise children in?
Oh, you're trying to start a family.
I mean, yes. But with the amount that I work, when is there any time? I barely have enough time to do my hair in the morning, let alone go on a date after work. And to be honest, the type of people living in a place like Salem is, well, not really what I'm into. How about you?
I have a boyfriend.
Really? He doesn't accompany you on your investigative trips?
Well, he's in college right now, and we see each other when we can.
Uh-huh. You been dating long?
Yeah, a couple of years.
Okay.
No one said it was easy, but we figure out how to make it work.
All I'll say is, most men don't understand what we go through. We have to fight to get a seat at their table, and then they want us to go home and be family makers. Some unsolicited advice from one working woman to another? Don't let his plans get in the way of yours.
Of course, they don't.
Well, that opened up anything we could talk about.
Would you mind telling me what you were doing 3 days ago?
3 days ago. All day, or...
Well, any info would be helpful.
Actually, why are you interested in this?
I was in Austria 3 days ago and witnessed a theft of a historical artifact there that, surprisingly, I believe is connected to this theft.
I see. I was talking to your father about that case.
Really?
Yeah. We chat sometimes. About work. Mostly.
Okay.
Ask him.
Sure.
You're a regular sleuth, aren't you? Picking up other cases now?
Not exactly. It's kind of related to the Hathorn house.
Yeah, let's see. I was home, watching Jason cut the stump out of my front yard.
You hired Jason Danforth for that?
He's cheap, and he can't say no, because he needs the money. Plus, I kinda like watching him suffer a little.
I wouldn't know why.
You know, I could use someone like you. A lawyer is always in need of a good private investigator. If your father would be okay with you working for someone else.
Alicia, I'm my own woman. I work for myself. But you've been very helpful, and I really appreciate it.
Good. Well, when you solve this case, let's talk.
Alright, now let's see here.
Do you happen to have the code for the evidence room door?
Nope, sorry. He hasn't given that to me yet. And knowing him, he's probably already lost it.
I believe it.
Do you know who has access to the evidence room?
As far as I know, just myself and the judge.
That's interesting.
Look, I don't like saying this, but the judge occasionally leaves the evidence room unlocked. He
Shocker.
even locked himself in his own office, for pity's sake. Not that it matters. I was told the burglar came from the outside.
So it's safe to say you weren't here during the theft?
Are you liking me for this crime, Nancy?
No, I don't like anyone for this crime. Or any other crime for that matter. Just doing my research.
I was not here. I was running errands around town. Busy, busy, busy.
Okay. I don't really want to do that one.
See you
So,
later.
let me see if I can talk to Judgy Poop. No, not Judgy Poop. We're gonna talk to Carson Drew.
Hey, you reached Carson Drew's home.
Ah! Fine. Talk to Judgy Poo Poo instead.
As you know,
Information isn't usually available.
Can't look here, which is where we need to look later. That is a creepy thing right there. Alright. Well, we can't just get in
I
ourselves.
need to get Judge Danforth's permission before I investigate the burglary. I really should call...
Fine, we'll do that. Oh, now it pops up. I can see the phone task popped up and it was like, permission
As you
time.
know,
Information isn't.
Now can I call Carson Poo? No, Judgy Poo Poo is Poo Poo. Carson's just Carson.
Damn. How's my girl doing?
Hey, Dad. I have a favor I need to ask you.
Of course. Shoot.
I need to investigate inside the Salem courthouse, specifically concerning the burglary in the evidence room. Do you think you could call Judge Danforth on my behalf and get his
I say,
permission?
standing right
Not
before
a
him.
problem. You know, this reminds me. Next time you see him, you should bring up the Lake Winnipesaukee Regatta.
Dad,
Yeah?
maybe later.
Sure thing. Talk soon.
Thank you, but Carson. Now we just wait. That is dizzying. There we go.
You're all set.
Great. Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
Is there anything else?
I'm just really proud of you, Nancy. I don't know how often I tell you that. I think it's not nearly enough.
Thanks, Dad. You know I learned it all from you, right?
Oh, now I know that's not true. The judge told me about a certain lock-picking incident. You certainly didn't learn that from me.
I may have picked up a few extra skills along the way.
I'd expect nothing less. Love you, kiddo. Go get him.
Cool. Now let's talk to Judge again.
Judge, everything okay?
What in the Sam heck is a Bitcoin?
A Bitcoin? It's a cryptocurrency.
A what?
It's a decentralized digital currency.
All these new made-up digital things just go too far, if you ask me. Nothing's ever been wrong with good old American Benjamins.
As you know, I want to investigate the crime scene. Could you give me the code for the keypad?
Oh, yes, about that. Well, you see, I had it written on a post-it note, but I seem to have misplaced it. It should be around here somewhere. Feel free to look for it.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. I love a good scavenger hunt.
Yeah, not all of us do, Nancy. Not all of us do. It's just right over here. Post-it note hiding here.
There's a number written on here.
0815. And now let's go type that into the thing. There we go. And in we are.
No glass on the floor. So the window was broken from the inside.
Brilliant observation. And you're just gonna at that. Here's the evidence board. Nothing really to look at here. However, there is something. What? That was weird. Let's see here. We have this you can see.
A CCTV camera. There might be footage from the day of the break-in. Should ask the judge about this. The break-in was staged. The thief must have come in through the door.
Okay. And we have this.
A map of Salem.
Nothing we can do for that right now. We also have this, which is an evidence list.
Now to figure out which ones were stolen.
The computer is useless for now, but the evidence lockers are here. Well, Nelly. What you want to do is you want to look for ones that are involving. Let me look. Let's look for all the Perry evidence. So, number 6, eh? Let's look at number 6. Number Number 6 is empty.
No. Interesting.
There you go. The next one is number 11. 11! Empty.
Interesting.
Last but not least, I'm gonna guess number 18. Right!
Interesting. All of the stolen evidence was linked to the accused witch's claim to Hathorn House.
Most interesting, spinning around unexpectedly. Well, now we can keep that. And now we have 2 things to talk to Judge about. Hello, Judge.
I went through the missing evidence and was able to get a list of everything that's missing. Judge? Judge?
I'm afraid I haven't been completely honest with you, Nancy.
I know.
What? You know?
Let's just say I can tell when someone is trying to hide something from me.
The reason Carson sent you to Mosem Castle was because I already knew what was stolen from the courthouse. Tegan Perry had assembled a packet of documents outlining her accused witch's claims on the Hathorn House. They were compelling, and I believe she had a real claim. But now, they're missing.
No documents, no claim.
Yes. Oh, what a mess.
Lots of stuff to talk about.
Without any evidence or will, what's the legal status of the house?
Well, that is a somewhat complicated question. With so many moving parts and interested parties with crossover jurisdictions,
You're the one who decides who gets the house.
how did you know?
I can tell you're not happy about being the center of such a large decision.
Well, it's muddy, legally, and complicated for other reasons.
Because it's not just who lives there. It's tied up in the town's history.
Yes, not to be taken lightly.
Here's this one.
Do you have CCTV footage from the break-in?
Yes, we do. Huh. I had completely forgotten about those.
Do you mind if I take a look at the footage?
Of course, of course. It will take about a day to get the right footage. Come back tomorrow and it will be here waiting for you.
Weird expressions.
One quick question for you, Judge. Do you remember where you were on the night the Hathorn house was burned?
Of course. I was having dinner with my son. It was a very expensive dinner because Jason got the 64-ounce tomahawk chop. And I paid for it like I always do. Ha! You actually suspect me of committing this crime?
No. I just like to get the full picture of who was where, when.
Oh, good.
Alright.
Where were you when this evidence was stolen?
If you can believe it, I was here, working. I have no reason to steal the evidence, trust me. It's giving me more headaches than I care to admit.
Do you remember any details about the AW evidence?
I don't remember much, unfortunately. Oh, there was this key with its blade shape to spell AW. Very unique. Not sure what it was connected to.
Like this one?
Yes, that's it. Where did you find this?
Mosem Castle. I say both crimes are connected. The theft of the Book of Apologies and the theft of evidence from the courthouse.
Someone is going to great lengths to prevent the AW organization from having a claim on the Hathorn estate.
Any educated guess who that might be?
Practically everybody in this town. Everyone has an interest. Some want it to be a museum, others a carnival attraction. And I'm sure Lauren Holt just wants to live there.
I'll have to dig deeper.
Well, you'll need to do it quickly. I unfortunately must file the papers in 2 days. Otherwise, I lose control of the property and it falls into the hands of the state. And I doubt they give a fig about anyone's opinions from this town.
I love a good ticking clock, as long as it's not a time bomb.
And last one.
Do you mind me asking what you were doing 3 days ago?
That would be the day you visited Mosem Castle. Are you asking for an alibi, Miss Drew?
I'm just trying to confirm what everyone was doing the day that the Book of Apologies was stolen.
I know it was stolen, but you know I'm the one that called your dad to have you go look for it to begin with.
Right. but other people might say they were with you.
I was at Salem District Court all day, so unless you're interviewing the fine folks who stole eggs from a plover's nest at Winter Island Beach, or triple parked outside the Wax Museum during the middle of the Harvest Festival, I highly doubt my schedule will have crossover with any of the alibis you're following up on.
Right. Thank you, Judge. Also, I thought you should know there's a car parked outside in the handicapped spot.
Huh, you don't say. I'll have it taken care of. Goodbye now.
You would hope that he would waltz away so he can snoop. Nah, he just stays there. Alrighty. Not a lot happened. I'm gonna save, even though, yeah, no, who cares what you see. Let's go. Okay, now, right out here, we have you. We can talk to you now. Just realized you spent the whole episode in the courthouse so far.
I knew you couldn't resist.
Yes, you are correct, Jason. I could not.
I'm open tomorrow night. Or tonight. Or right now. Lady's choice.
All about 3 nights ago.
Wait, we already went on a date?
Definitely not.
Oh,
So,
Where were you on the night Hathorn House was burned?
oh, right. I was,
Do you remember?
yeah, it's coming to me. Primal Cuts.
I'm sorry.
It's a steakhouse. I was there with my dad. Great steak, very expensive. He'll tell you. So, if we haven't been on a date yet, does that mean we're going to go on one in the future?
No, thank you.
next.
I have another question for you.
Yes, it's true. I'm single.
I actually wanted to know what you were doing 3 days ago.
Are you sure that's what you want to know?
Yes,
I was actually digging out a stump in Alicia Cole's backyard.
you. Digging out a stump.
What? Yeah. Not my favorite pastime, but I can't really say no to the money. I mean, it gives a good tan. Ladies can't say no to a hot bob. You don't believe me? Oh, maybe you should ride with me to the beach. I can show you.
No!
No thanks.
No. Thank you.
Leaving now!
See you later.
Running far, far away from Creepo. You know, Creepo, you should totally hook up with Robot Chick, and every time you see Robot Chick, she'll just say,
Why are there protesters in a small town like this?
and you'll say,
Why are there protesters in a small town like this?
yada yada. Okay, now, let's go see Olivia. This is not the way to Olivia. We can get to Olivia from here. It's just I went in the wrong door, because here is where Olivia lives, in this little shop.
You're back. Great. Let me guess. More questions?
Spooky how you could tell.
Though it harm none, do as thou wilt.
Okay.
I'm saying I guess it can't do any harm.
Yeah! Alright.
I've been going around asking everyone in town where they were on the night of the arson.
The night of the what?
Arson? At Hathorn House?
Why, I have no idea what you're talking about. Kidding, Nancy. Don't look so serious. I was here that night, doing my thing. I think there had to have been at least 20 people who can confirm that. It really stinks that Lauren is going to lose her home.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, of course.
Alrighty. Now then.
3 days ago, were you doing any witch tours?
3 days ago? No, I was not.
Okay. You remember what you were doing?
Actually, I had won a spa holiday at the Wayfarer Inn over in Marblehead. It was amazing. They used those glass cup things on my back. It was wicked crazy.
Oh. You have any receipts or...
It was all expenses paid. And I'd show you my back, but I'm a quick healer. Witch powers. It looks like it never happened. You know, I had a flyer for the spa, but I threw it away this morning. Sorry, I know I'm not being helpful.
It's okay. You are. Thanks.
This one's useless, but fine.
It's about you, Tegan, and Lauren when you were kids.
Why are you interested in this? We grew apart. It happens.
I found an old photo from back then. It had the name Coven on it. Look. Was it the one you talk about in your show?
You found this photo at Tegan's house? I didn't peg her as sentimental.
So was it the same one?
Well, yes. Same coven. We heard about it as kids, I guess. We were all into history and witches. We still are.
And yet you've never made up.
I don't get why you care.
Can't help it. It's a mystery, even if you all tell me it isn't.
Leaving.
See you later.
Alright, now Tegan seems to have lucked out into being the last person we need to talk about all this stuff to. But if I do that, it's gonna launch us into a long segment that really needs its own episode. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go track down Deirdre. I don't know if I probably won't be able to find her on this day, honestly, but I'm just gonna go check the Perry house, snoop around it. That's not the Perry house. I don't know what you want. Leave me alone. I'm gonna head back to the Perry house and see if Deirdre is lurking around here. Because if she is... By the way, you can go that way or that way just to walk down and get more environmentness. There's no purpose. So, whoa, hang on. There's something useful I just saw. Turn around and take this.
A leopard print lighter. Why here? Better hang on to this.
Alright, so we still gotta do all that. We gotta get to the Hawthorne house. Oh, so talking to her won't end the day. I got scared for no reason. Now I'm gonna actually... Deirdre is not looking around, is she? Nope. I don't want to see you ever again. I'm gonna try something. No, not the book.
Let's see.
I don't care about any of this.
Let's begin. Time for some...
This isn't quite what I want to do. What I'm trying to do is use the truth serum on the
Can't use
food.
that here. Can't...
I want to put truth serum in our food, but it's not going to let me, so wait. Let me bake something first and then see if it'll let me use the truth serum. Don't care.
Interesting. This one looks fun. More Johnny cakes?
Alright. I'll make some Johnny cakes. Unfortunately, we don't get the fun music. Or maybe I'll just put the fun music on the background, because this music does not say, I'm baking Johnny cakes. I'm having so much of fun. I think I put that one on too early. Go do 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 do. That one's a little overdone. There you go. And there we go, there we go. And this one should be next. Light and fluffy. Thank you, Nancy. I really needed you to tell me that.
Look at you! Spooky. These are just what I imagine Olivia would like. These are just what I imagine Olivia would like.
Look at those pancakes. Wow, that's weird. I want to put the witch pancakes on that, but looks like we can actually feed people. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna go take these to Olivia since Nancy was all like, Olivia wants these. Oh, and then we're almost out of time. Actually, we basically are out of time. I'm just gonna do this really quickly.
Did you make this for me?
Yep. And look, it's got a witch on it.
Oh, how fitting! A witch cake for the resident witch! Aren't you just the sweetest? So thoughtful. You know, seeing this, I think you might have some magical energy flowing through you. With enough flair and a touch of charisma, you could really go a long way as a witch.
Thank you, but I've got my career goals set a little differently. Enjoy the food.
There's one more Johnny cake. Uh-huh. We'll deal with that Johnny cake in maybe an interesting way. Maybe I'll just eat it myself next time. See you guys then.